Hello, and welcome to yet another one of these quick look videos. This time we'll be having a look at the 4C Labs Moby Dick by Verte West. This is imported by 4C Labs, grown by Verte West. They've been continuing this cut from United Greeneries. This is the Moby Dick. It's basically a classic haze. This cut here is an excellent example of the Moby. It's grown beautifully, and yeah, as I said, it's an old school haze. If you don't like haze, I'll say right off the bat, you're not gonna like this. The original breeders of this are Dinafem Seeds, and this nug here, this beautiful thing, is about 3.5 grams. My pack came with a few of these and then a couple of smaller ones just to make up that 10. Very nice structure. And the cross here is that G13 Haze by White Widow. So that mix of very classic Amsterdam genetics. Very nice. You know, it's got a lot of those classic feels to it, you know, smell and flavour wise. Straight away, looking at the outside, we can see nestled in that bract one of those little pits from high THC expressions. The other thing this could be would be machine trim damage, but this is hand trimmed. Outside trichomes, you can actually see a few heads, funnily enough, which is rare, but you know, it was in the mylar bags, which does preserve the outer heads a bit more than the hard plastic tubs. Also gives less smell transfer. Those hard plastic tubs seem to stink. These mylars are a bit better. So yeah, the outside nug is looking pretty nice, honestly. Nothing too bad. It's definitely a sativa structure with this long spear-like rather than your round dense nuglets. Okay, let's crack into it. Very nice snap. Yeah, the drying cure was nice. It again maybe came a little dry, but it came with a Boveda in the pack, and honestly it's not too dry. None of these have been too dry. So yeah, you crack in there, you see a positive C of trichomes. Got some nice mature ambers there on the outside going into the middle here. We're seeing some more ambers, some milky there, a little bit of clear headed, but pretty good. Yeah, very healthy looking trikes. Quite a lot of clear, but then again there's a lot of amber in there as well. Look at that. A lot of nice mature heads. Do like to see that. Which makes sense because the effects on this are full and rounded and nice. For a sativa anyway, again, if you like a hazy sativa. But we'll get to that. As it is right now, get some resin stretches. Oh wow, look at that. What a shot. Good shit. Alright, let's tear down a little more. There have been very few of those little pip things in this flower. There's one here nestled in that brack, but this is maybe the third or something I've found from very close inspection of a 10 gram pack. So not a widespread issue, and it hasn't affected this flower really at all, in my opinion. Really good quality grow, and no actual full seeds or micro seeds, just a few little pips. I'm just going to break down the last top bit of the nug. Oh yes, look at that sea of mature amber trichomes. Lovely. Yeah, that's the kind of level of ripeness I like to see. Just a lot of good, healthy amber. There's a little bit of degradation maybe at the very top there. But on the whole, good, finished harvest. Milky amber. Okay, so, yeah, the grow, very good, very professional. Yeah, very nicely done. I'm impressed. You know, for whatever that means. And yeah, so let's talk about the nose, shall we? Right. So, what I'm getting on this is, as I've said before, it's kind of like classic Amsterdam coffee shop. Like it's a haze forward. Like that is what you're smelling here. There is a little bit of like, I want to say herbal musk, like, you know, woody spice from the White Widow side of the genetics. But the G13, the Haze, comes forward front and center with that like classic sharp, almost lime citrus fruit into almost grapefruit territory with that nutty, spiky nuttiness underneath. Yeah, it's got a very, I don't know, very nice nose if you like sativas, and specifically if you like hazes. Yeah, truly a nice nose if you like those kind of characteristics. I think the thing that comes out most prominently, the terpene that I'm smelling the most, is the terpinolene, that kind of floral herbal. And then there's like that alpha farnesene that I've discovered I love underneath that, like, and that's kind of then backed up by caryophyllene, linalool, spicy gas citrus. But yes, predominantly it's a haze. If you like the smell of haze, you're going to like the smell of this. Flavor, much the same. It's a haze. If you like the taste of haze, you're going to like the taste of this. As for effects, this is another clear-headed sativa. It certainly feels stronger than the 21% on the pack, probably because of the good amount of terpenes and minor cannabinoids in this flower. For a 21% haze, this Moby Dick here is surprisingly long-lasting and like deep and full in effect. I've spoken to some pain patients. They say this is very good for muscle and nerve pain. For myself, I find it incredibly relaxing flower, but relaxing with like a core of energy, like can still definitely get things done. It's one of my favorite sativas on the market currently, this and the Lucy in the Sky, which is absolutely top notch. That would be followed closely by the Union Jack Herer by Dank of England, but I'd still recommend this Moby. I would certainly recommend trying this if you like clear-headed sativas and you like haze. Yeah, there's a little bit of that kind of, you know, when you initially hit it, that, I guess, detached haziness, but it's not much of it. It's not like an AMI, I find, with an amnesia that's there very prominently. This is more like a, I don't know, it's a classic old school haze. It's like a really good lemon haze. Like it's just strong and effective and uplifting, but yeah, pretty clear headed. A little bit of driftiness initially, but clear headed. Anyway, I think this is worth it. But those are my thoughts. As always, you do you. And yeah, see you in the vapor test. Peace.